okay, I just hit my cousin up and I was like, okay, bitch, we're going to try this again. We're going to try this one more again. We're going to go out today because I already planned on going out today. Because remember I was telling y'all that I'm supposed to be going out. This girl wants to meet me and I'm just like, well, let me make me some business, get me some business and just be going out anyway. So if she don't show up, it's just like, whatever, I'm still going to have a good night. So I hit up my cousin. I was like, bitch. And she was like, bitch, you know I'm broke. And I was just like, tell me something I don't know. When does money matter, boo? You with me? So she wants to go to a straight club or another gay club that I was banned from back in the day. I didn't even know it was still a thing. So we'll see. Let me get ready, girl. You know when you get everything done to get out, like you shave, you do your hair, get your outfit together, my whole outfit. I got options picked out, and still be like, I don't want to go. That's how I'm feeling, low key. Cause my cousin's like, well, I don't want to go. Like the club is free before 11, but I ain't trying to go to the club and just be standing around. I'm like, but you ain't got no money though. So you should be trying to hit up the free club, getting in free admission. Like, I don't understand. And she's like, yeah, I'm trying to go at like 12, 1 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm not trying to go to no club at no 12, 1 o'clock. If it closes at 2, you saying I'm about to pay big money because it's going to be $10 because it's before the kids go back to school and people in our hometown, whatchamacallit, one of the rappers in our hometown here. So it's about to be money out of pocket, just be standing in a line. Y'all know how it is at 12, 1 o'clock. You standing in the line to pay money to get in at like 1:30 for 30 minutes. Nah, I'm not feeling that. I told her I just want to go have fun. I just want to dance. And she's like, yeah, I just want to dance too. I don't want no dudes to be hitting on me. I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's why I don't go to straight bars. So I won't go to a gay club. And she was like, oh yeah, with your gay self. And I'm just like, yeah, because I don't want to be hit on all night by something I don't want. You feel me? So there's 2 gay clubs in this city. And I'm just like, the one I want to go to, I know I'm going to get in. I know I won't have to wait in the line. I know the drink's going to be good. I know the music's going to be good. And then the other one that I got banned from back in the day, I don't know how it's popping. I feel like the line should not be long because it's upstairs and the downstairs. I'm feeling like she's not going to want to go, which is fine. I'll go by myself. But also she's not going to be ready in an hour for that part. So, of course, my cousin flaked on me. I can't even get in contact with her anymore, which is cool because I'm so used to people flaking on me. And I haven't heard anything from the girl I was supposed to meet up with, which is like, yeah, whatever, because it's just like, okay, well, I was going out anyway. I decided I was going to go out anyway, so I'm going to continue getting ready and going out. Like, I heard from her earlier. I heard from her like maybe an hour or 2 ago. I heard from her before I took a nap. And she was like, I'm in like the city over, like a few cities over. And I was just like, okay, well, she might not come back tonight. So I already knew. So I was just like, well, whatever. Let me make this decision for myself if I'm going out or not. So I'm going out. I got like 50 minutes to finish getting ready. So I'm gonna show y'all my outfit in a second. All right, I'm done with my makeup. I didn't do too much. Good outfit, busting. I ain't got no butt because I haven't been working on my butt. So yeah, I'm about to go now. Hair, new hair. Who this, boo? Who this? I going out by myself. Let's go. Quick little story time because it's late. I mean early. It's like 4:30 in the morning and I'm tired. So I just want to tell you what happened tonight. I went out. Was it against my will? No, I had planned to go out. I had planned to go out for like this whole entire week I think. But I was telling you guys that this girl was talking, me and this girl was talking, and we were talking about meeting up this weekend, like just for a drink or to talk or to meet, right? So so I didn't really make the plans clear, but I let her know, like, hey, this weekend, I'm gonna buy you a drink. Let me buy you a drink this weekend. Saturday comes and I talked to her all the day, but I didn't talk to her on Friday. But I talked to her all the day on Saturday. And I was just like, what you doing? And she was just like, yeah, I'm headed to the town over. And I was just like, okay, cool. So the morning I hit her up. Then I did my errands. Then I hit her up again, or I saw that she hit me up because I don't be going back to back. It was probably like 3 hours later. I saw that she hit me up. So I hit her up again. And then I was like, okay, so I'm about to take a nap. Better take a nap. I don't know what you have planned for this weekend, but I'm about to take a nap. So I take a nap. She hits me up back and she was just like, I'm in another city with my cousin. I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. So I carried on the conversation thinking that we were going to keep on talking the rest of the time because I was up now and I could actually go back and forth with you. No, an hour or two passed by, and I was just like, okay, so I'm gonna just hear up and be like, so what you got planned tonight? Like, what's the move? And she was like, oh, I ain't got no move, just chilling, laugh out loud. And I'm just like, I know I'm not direct, but I'm just like, ain't we supposed to be meeting up? And I was like, yeah, I plan on I might go out tonight. And she was just like, oh, that's cute or whatever, basically saying she gonna stay in the house, she ain't going out tonight. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, I understand that I didn't keep up the rapport all day or whatever, but I let you know that we was gonna meet up this weekend. So girl, I redid my hair. Not only because I was going to see somebody and I want to present my best when I meet someone for the first time, but also because my hair needed to be done, honey. The scalp was dry as hell. I got some new product and I am just in love with it. Anyway, did my hair looking good as free. It took all night though because I took my time and I was just like rested and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna get it done because I ain't have nothing planned. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So I didn't hear nothing back from her. So I was just like, okay, plan B. Plan B was like this girl that I grew up with. And I was like, okay, well, I can invite her out. Even though I really it's like, I wouldn't mind hanging out with her. But it wasn't like a thing like, oh, I need to have a plan in place if I'm going out. Like, I can go out by myself. But I was just like, well, like thoughts were coming in my head. And I was just like, well, let me ask, okay? So wherever it went, she couldn't go because she was going somewhere else. She was going out of town as well. And I was just like, okay, so in my head, I'm just like, oh girl, out of town, which means she might not come back in town tonight. But it was like in the daytime, it was like 3. Yeah, around 3 when she around 3 maybe when she told me that she was in another town. So I was just like, okay, whatever. So anyway, that fell through, the second, first and the second. So I was just like, oh, let me hit up my cousin, because I was on Instagram. Well, not on Instagram, I was on Facebook, I was on TikTok, I was on Snapchat, because I re-downloaded those things because that's how we were contacting. And that was the whole thing. For me to give you access to me outside a dating app, I have to meet you. So she asked my Snapchat and I was just like, yeah, so that means we're meeting up this weekend, right? No, that's not what that meant. So I hit up my cousin because I found her on Facebook. And I was just like, dang, I haven't heard from my cousin in a minute. Like, I had texted her after the time we had hung out. Maybe, and we hung out maybe a few weeks after that, because I was just like, okay, sometimes you need a break from going out, but I was still keeping up with her, checking up on her. And then I just didn't hear anything. She went cold on me and I was just like, where'd she go? So I had to make sure she didn't move out of North Carolina, because that's what she was talking about, moving out of North Carolina. I was just like, dang, they really gonna leave me by myself? So I finally got in contact with her on Facebook and I called her and I was like, yo, never been to say the whole time. She was like, yo, never been to say. Yes, honey, I had hit you up. What's going on? Now let me hear you, because I'm about to be out of battery. She talked about, is your number still the same? Yes, my number's still the same. So I call her number that is saved in my phone, the contact. And I was just like, girl, where you been? She let me know what was going on. She was like, life was life. And I was like, okay. But still, bro, are you in North Carolina? And she was like, yeah, I'm still here in North Carolina. I was like, okay, cool. What you doing? What you doing? And she was just like, nothing, just chilling. And she was on the way to the store. So I'm over here like, okay, well, I feel like I want to go out tonight. Not really saying like, hey, I'm calling you to go out with me. Like, no, I don't need nobody to go out with me. But I was just like, okay, I'm about to go out tonight. You trying to come through. You trying to, basically you want me to pull up on you, but not really saying it. I was just like, I'm trying to go out tonight. And she was like, oh yeah. She was telling me about every party. There's a rapper in town. She was like, oh, he here. So it's about to be crazy. The line's about to be crazy. I want to go out, but girl, I ain't got no money. Then she goes on to say, well, all the clubs that are free, they letting everybody in for free before 11 o'clock, but I'm not even trying to stand in no club for no 2 hours, because them celebrities don't be coming until like 1 o'clock. And ain't nobody about to do that. And the line's gonna be out the booty. So I was just like, okay, you ain't got no money. And you not trying to go and get in for free. What is going on, honey? Pick a struggle. If you're trying to get in for free, you got to get there early. Like, what are we doing? So I was just like, okay. So I love that you told me all about that. But if you come with me, you don't have to pay. You don't have to worry about no money. I'm just confused on why we're talking about money right now. And she was just like, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that. And I was like, exactly. So why are we talking about money right now, girl? Are you trying to go out or not? She didn't directly say yes, no. She was just like, well, girl, this and that. And I was just like, yo, I wanted to go this weekend because this is like the last weekend. I don't want to go when the kids are back. And she was just like, the kids. And I was like, yeah, the college kids. She was like, oh, yeah, they do come back next weekend. And I was just like, so yeah, I have to go out this weekend because I don't want to go to the club when the kids are back. I want to party with people my age. She was like, yeah, girl, but people our age don't be going out because they knees be cracking. We aunties now, boo. We need to stretch. I was like, girl, I look good if I'm going to be an auntie. Like, look at me, boo. Yes, honey. So I was just like, okay, Fred, I don't agree with that. Are you trying to go out or not? And about this time, she's up in the store. Somebody tried to steal something in the store. I hear it all in the background. She didn't put me on speakerphone. Somebody steal. She over here. Oh, you stealing? I was like, oh, are you? I'm on speakerphone, you guys. So I can imagine how it was on the other side. So yeah, she was like, okay, cuz let me call you back when I get to the house. And I was like, okay, cool. In my head the whole time, when black women say, let me call you when I get to the house, they usually are trying to get off the phone because you just talked to me this whole time driving to wherever you was, and now you trying to get off the phone to drive back. Girl, bye. At that moment right then and there, I knew she wasn't going out with me. So a few minutes passed because while we were on this phone, I was just like, well, I guess I'll get up and start getting ready right now or whatever. And she was just like, yeah, girl. And that's what, initiated that comment, like that statement. Oh, let me call you when I get to the house. So I was just like, okay, a few minutes go by because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready at like sometime because I had to get there before 12 because I didn't want to pay a certain price, but I still got there after 12. Still late being early, girl. So I get ready and I hit her. I was like, okay, let me text her and let her know that I'm gonna for real go out. And if she wants to go out, I got her, but we have to leave and get to the club before 12 o'clock. Because if I have to pay for you and me, I want it to be at a discounted price. I don't want it to be at the 12 o'clock price, honey. So I would just like let her know that. A few minutes passed by. I'm getting ready. I was about to get ready. I was like, okay, let me call her to let her know I'm about to get ready. So I call her. Ring, 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 ring. Go straight to voicemail. So I was just like, this bitch. So at that point again, I knew she was not coming with me. I knew I was going by myself, which I was okay with. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get ready. Because I was just like, I wanted yay or nay if she was coming or not. And I was just like, that was my nay, she's not coming. But I got ready and everything and did a courtesy call before I put on my shoes. Just to make sure, just so she can't say, oh, well, you went out and had a good time and didn't invite me. No, everything. I called you. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm about to go. Since I don't have to pay for her and me, I don't really have a rush to get there before 12 o'clock. So I'm just chilling, la 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 la, la 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 la. Over here, get in the car and drive to where I'm supposed to go. And I'm gonna as I'm driving down the street. So I get there and I was looking at the parking lot. I was like, it's not that packed here, but it is like 12 o'clock and the drag show hadn't started yet. So I pull up in my usual parking space, park, get out the car, get about to go inside. Someone stops me immediately on the sidewalk, like, yes, them pants, boo. Yes, your pants, your shirt, boo. Yes, your hair, boo. Oh my gosh, you're so freaking pretty. I'm just like, yes, bitch, your outfit, boo. Gay white girl, cute as I could be. Yes, her friend came up, was like, yes, you look good. I was just like, thank you, honey. So I walk inside the so I walk inside the club and I pay my little bit of money or whatever because it was like, okay, it's this much. It went up after 12. I think it was like $10 after 12, but it was gonna be $5 before 12, bro. That was an extra $5 I could have put on somebody's ass, honey. But I was just like, okay, whatever. So I go inside and I go and it's like a dancing area. It's like a bar dancing area, stage, DJ booth, and all this other stuff. That's all it is. So I walk in, I scope the place out, ain't many people there, and then I realized I remembered they have an outside. So I was like, oh, let me go outside. Walked outside, walked through the hallway, and bam! That's where all the people who was in the parking lot was at. They outside. Outside there's a bar, you can get food or whatever, all this other stuff, and there's like a little stand-up seating table, chairs, and then there's like a deck that goes out into the back, like, and it used to be grass, but now it's all concrete. It has a little fire pit. Well, not, it has a fire pit set up, but it's not a fire pit there. It's a Connect Four game, like the big one, like the giant one that you play. And then there's like seats, like there's a whole like, what do you call those, benches lining the fence, and then there's a little sitting area. So I was just like, okay, I was hitting up because the girl who I was supposed to meet contact me back, and I was just like, okay, let's see what she talking about. And she was just like, she wasn't talking about nothing. I don't know. It was just weird. And I was just like, okay, yeah, this is the last interaction. See, this is why I have I'm not giving you my phone number rule, because I don't need, if we're good on the app and then you get out in the real world and start being real weird about the conversation, not having conversations with me and stuff, and being real quiet, real cold, like, I can't do that. I like to converse, honey. So we get out into the real world and you wasting my number, I will have a problem with that. I don't like that. Why you wasting my number? Because it's like when people get to the point where you need to talk on the phone, they get acting weird and go ghost. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I just was just like, whatever. But I was trying. Oh, that's who I was snapping. I was snapping my sister because she had a baby. I was like, bitch, when you have a baby? Not my sister, like blood sister, but like my sorority sister. I was like, bitch, when you have a baby? And she was like, I just had it. Like in like April or something. I was just like, oh yeah, because it was for 420. She had a 420 baby. So I was like, girl. So I was talking to her and I was in mid text. And this man comes up to me and was just like, this older man, he comes up to me and was like, your pants. Yes, your pants. I gotta show y'all my pants. Here they, my pants. Oh, pants. Whoa. Anyway, pants. I'll show you a picture. I guess I might take a picture. I might forget. I might be tired. Pants. Okay. Pants. And I was just like, oh my gosh. He was like, I have some shoes just like your pants. And I was like, really? Because I was really trying to decide what shoes I was going to wear. Like, I went into this full-blown conversation with this guy about my life and my struggle. I was just like, he would just tell me about it, more and more about it, because I'm engaging him into this conversation. So he was just like, yes, I was at I can't remember where he said he was. Oh, he said he was at Ross and found these shoes and was just like, they $84. I was like, oh, that's kind of good. You know? Oh, actually, he was like, okay, back it up. So he was telling me more about the shoes and everything. He was just like, oh, now I have to show you a picture. I was just like, yes, show me a picture. The whole time I'm trying to text, but I'm like, no, I'm engaged in this conversation. He pulls out his phone and shows me the picture of these shoes. Y'all just saw my outfit. Y'all just saw my pants, bro. Those are the perfect mother freaking shoes. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking like tacky. I don't know. Because you see the color of my pants. So I was thinking tacky. He pulled out those mother freaking Nikes, bro. I was just like, I'm mad at you for showing me that. Why'd you show me that? Oh my gosh. He started laughing. I was like, that was the outfit. That was the whole outfit, bro. He started telling me more about the shoe. He was like, yeah, I saw him when I was at Ross and it was like $84. I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. Because I'm like, yo, that's good for some Nikes. He's like, wow, I was at Ross and I'm a discount shopper and I was expecting like $40. Like, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Because Ross be tripping with the name brand. It'd be a little tiny discount and I'd be like, I could have got this for $90 at the Foot Locker, but whatever, it's a discount, you know. You saw those shoes, they was worth some money, bro. And he was like, yeah, this and that. And he goes back to talking, he was like, yeah, they have the little Nike on the laces. And I was like, they have because he shows the picture, I was like, let me take a picture of that because I'm gonna get these shoes. He was like, yeah, you need to get these shoes. He was like, they have the little Nike on the laces. And I was just like, And at this time, I'm texting my sister, and he was like, "Oh yeah, they had the Nike on the laces." And I was like, "What? They had the Nike? Let me look at my picture. Let me look at the picture." Pulled out the picture. I was like, "Oh my god! I hate that you told me that there's Nikes on the shoe. Like the details. Like I'm literally having this freak out in the middle of the outside. There's people all around. I know they were probably like, she's too hype about this, because you saw the freaking shoes. You be hyped too. They were so much freaking perfect." Anyway, the conversation ends and he's walking away. He said, "Have a good night." And it's crazy because when he walked away, I looked up and it was this girl sitting on the fence, on the bench. And I'm a little distance away, maybe like 50 feet. 50 feet? No. That other day when I was measuring somebody's storefront, I was about 75 feet away from her, and I could see her. I was just looking at her shoes, and he comes back and he was like, "You see that girl's shoes up there?" I was like, "Yes, I was just thinking that. Like, her shoes are so cute. They would go with my outfit too, because they were like a goldish green. Like, I'm gonna insert a picture so you can see it. It was like goldish green. From where I was, it was like a goldish green. I was just like, oh, it was like metallic, like my pants. I was like, oh, that would look really good too. Because I was like, yeah, actually, any color would look good as long as it's metallic, because I have on a white top. I could look like a little flower or whatever. So I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you for letting me know that. I'm about to walk over there. So I walk over there to her, and I was just like, girl, I hate to interrupt you like this and come at you, but girl, you look so motherfucking. I was just like, I was literally just talking to a guy over there, and we were just like, he was like, he likes my pants. He has a pair of shoes that look just like my pants that would go great. And then we was just like, look at your shoes. Your shoes would go great with my pants right now. And she was just like, yeah, you would. Like, girl, you look good. I like it. Your outfit, yes, so cute. Your shoes, yeah. Your pants, yes. And I was like, your shoes, oh my goodness. So I'm talking to her and her friend, and she had on, her friend had on some platform. Their platform heels, as you see in the picture. Her friend had on some purple ones, and I was like, you look good too, girl. Yes, sir. But she was like, yeah, I came over. I had my whole outfit together, but then I came over and still didn't know what to wear. So I just grabbed some of her stuff, and I was like, girl, that is literally how it is. You go over, you have your whole outfit. Like, you be like, okay, I got options. Get over to your friend's house and be like, ooh, your options are better. Let me just wear what you got. Let me just wear what you got. Your friend be like, yeah, I just did a Shein poll. I did a Shein haul, and yes, boo, you can wear my stuff. So yeah, I completely understand. She had on these purple lilac high heels platforms, and it was really, really cute. And she had on this cute outfit. It was like a two-piece with the frills, and it was like almost like it's like a swimsuit design, but it's not a swimsuit. It looked like I got dog kill. That's where she got her outfit from. Dog kill, I think, maybe. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stop bothering y'all. Let me go on. Go back to the guy, let him know what happened. He was just like, oh my gosh, I wish we could take a picture of it. I was like, look at you with the ideas tonight. Go back, take a picture. I was like, can we take a picture of your shoes? Like, oh my goodness. Like, yes, honey. So she lets us take a picture of the shoes. I'm on this side, on the inside. And he was just like, okay, well, now I need to get where you get. And I was like, I need to get where you get. Let's switch. We take another picture. Like, this guy was my freaking soulmate, bro. He was just everything. We take a picture and we started talking about it and all this other stuff. So we had this conversation, and we was just like, okay, we're gonna leave. And I was like, yeah, let me stop being weird, because yes, honey, like, what? Yes. So we walked back. Me and this guy walked back, and we're talking about the shoes. And he was just like, yeah, I gotta get a pair of shoes, because he was talking to her, and was just like, do they sell them in men? And she was just like, well, they go up to size 13. But I was like, no, that's different. Men and women's shoes are different. You know, like, I was looking at his foot. I was looking like, thinking in my mind, size 13. Looking at his foot again. Thinking about my scrap that's a size 12. Looking at his feet again. I was like, girl, he can't fit up in that. He was like, but yeah, I also don't want it to be too tall. And she was just like, well, they're 6-inch, but it's a 6-inch heel and a 3-inch platform. And I was just like, oh, so they just cancel out, right? She was like, yeah, that's just 3 inches. Like, yeah. And I could understand what he was saying. He was just like, no, I needed to be loose and I needed to be wide footed. And I was just like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So me and him walk away, and we started talking about shoes. And then all of a sudden, not me, thank goodness, but all you hear is pop, 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 pop. We look around to the bar, because outside has a bar up there a little bit. Outside has a bar, and these two guys are fighting. Fist fighting, just connecting, landing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you guys get some help. Get oh, get security. I'm up here screaming like, yo, what is going on? What is going on? He's like, this is the first time I seen a fight here. And I was like, me too. He was like, I was just here last night. This is why I come here, so nobody fights. Like, they don't fight here. What is going on? And I'm just like, clearly they had some disagreement, because I had peeped. It was a little something getting a little rowdy, but it wasn't like crazy. I thought they were just talking, and they get a little hype sometimes because you're drunk. So they're fighting. Security comes, pulls one guy off the other guy. Like, no. They all fail. They fail. They're just fighting on the ground. Like, they are really fighting like some bad girls club fighting. Like, I'm going to unalive you. I'm going to get my lick. Tag team by myself. You and me. You and me. Like, it was a 5-person game. You, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I, and you. Me, myself, and I. Like, it's a 4-person game, me, myself, and I, and you, honey. I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm over here nervous or whatever. Cause my first thought, like, I'm, but it wasn't them. It was, so they was really fighting. It wasn't, but I wanted to make sure. And the whole time being him talking. So the security guy pulls one guy off, and they like, I guess, to kick him out. And I was just like, well, he must have been the person who started. Take him outside. Other guy sits and he's just chilling. And then out of nowhere, he just drops to the ground. I'm just like, oh my gosh, call the police, call 911. Everybody getting on their phone, calling 911, and he's on the ground. I'm like, yo, did he just get like you know how it's a delayed knockout? Like, they hit you and probably hit something serious, and then a few minutes later, after you're, oh yeah, I'm just fine, they fall out. That's why I was just like, oh my gosh, is he okay? What is happening? This guy just got in a fight and he passed out, bro. He got knocked out. Oh my goodness. What the crap? They're calling it. Everybody's calling it. What is happening? Why?
But anywhere I go.
Next thing I know, as I'm asking, is he okay? We're trying to get people, and everybody's like, call the cops, call 911, people calling 911. Out of the corner of my eye, because like, I am really like right here. Okay. So if this towards me is the fence, right here is like a fire pit area, but it's like a square just made out of benches. And then you go up a little bit, there's grass over here, and there's a fence that leads to the outside of the club, like people's house, like the parking lot. There's a fence there, but there's still like a little bit of benches. And then right beside that, breaking the line where the building meets the grass in the building, there's like a cabana. Is like a wooden fence, like porched in area for the bar, so you can just walk down and go to the bar. But they put those. So the fight was right there between the bar and the inside fence, like the porch fence. That's where the fight is, and the guy's right there. He had passed out. But remember, right here is where the grass is that has a parking lot with a fence. And my friend was just like, yo, shoot, no, if it gets rowdy, we climb over that fence. We're seeing this. Get rowdy, we climb over that fence. He literally just said that, I'm gonna get on this bench and get over the fence. Well, that guy, the guy that they kicked out, is climbing over the fence, and I'm just like, no one else sees this but me. I see it at the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's climbing over the fence. Get him, he's climbing over the fence. And it's like, it was a delayed reaction. Everybody was just like, oh, and he just climbs down the fence onto the bench and just starts running, charging this guy on the ground.
He done came back in, let him out, get him out, bro. Get out. He climbed over the fence, bro. Oh my goodness, you're doing too much. Okay, the guy's okay. He's up. He's in the yellow. He's up. He's fine. Oh no, he's in the gray. But y'all, I'm too hot for this. I'm glad he okay.
And I'm like, get him! The security guard gets him and grabs him. Well, not too late, because he gets on top of him on the ground and starts swinging. I'm just like, what is going on? Why you ain't get him when I said he was on it? Because he was going in slow motion over the fence, because I think he's still a little drunk. And I was just like, oh my gosh. At that point, I pulled out my phone. Like, oh, heck no. I think I pulled out my phone when he passed out, when the guy passed out. But I was just like, oh, heck no. What's going on? Why hasn't the cops come here yet? Because literally where we were, the cops should have been there to where we were. So I was just like, why the cops ain't here yet? What's going on? Gets him out. out the club. They pulled the other guy, the same guy they just threw out the club. The guy who was on the ground is up now, and his friend is like, making sure he's okay. And I was just like, okay, I'm glad he's okay. I'm looking at the clock, and the drag show is about to come on. I'm just like, oh, wait a second, what's going? I need y'all to calm down so I can walk past this way, because this is where the outside bar is. There's a door that leads back into the club, so I need to walk past them to get back to the club to watch the drag show. And as it's swinging open, as they take him in and out of the club, the security trying to make sure everybody's okay, I'm seeing the door swing into the club. Like, is the drag queen started? I see the dance floor clearing out. There's a circle of people, just looking every time it swings open. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm telling my friend, well, I need to go to the drag show. I'm like, is it about to, like, maybe I don't need to go. Maybe we all need to leave. Next thing I know, dude climbing the fence again, bro. Climbing the fence again, trying to get to Opal. He fighting. I was just like, yo, this is too much. This is too much. It was like, everybody was like, why isn't there police here? I'm like, exactly. What's going on?
They're doing this again? How did he get back in? What is happening? You guys, I think it's just time to go. It's just time to go.
So they throw him out the club again. A few minutes, I'm like, okay, is it okay? Is it safe for me to go? Is he out for real? For real? Another fight breaks out. I guess it was the friend of the guy who got kicked out started fighting the other. I was just like, okay. It's time to go. It's time to motherfucking go. What is going on? Y'all doing too much. This is bad girls round for round, girl. Baddies all day, baddies. So I was just like, okay, I need to go inside. Like, I need to go inside. So my friend was like, well, the guy was just like, well, I can just walk you in there. You want me to just walk with you? I was just like, yeah, whatever, that's cool. So we get there, and I'm just like, okay. Get in the club. Somebody had dropped the glass on the ground, so there's glass everywhere. And I was just like, oh my goodness. So everyone's in the circle, wait for the drag queen show. And I get in the circle too, and I'm just like seeing them sweep. Not doing a good job sweeping. They should have cut the lights on. I don't know what's going on. Not doing a good job sweeping. So I'm just there, and the guy comes back running, and I'm just like, running. Like, what's going on? He ran back through the club. What is happening? Like, what is happening? It's not that serious, but maybe he's drunk. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, this is getting ridiculous. They chasing him out the dang, out the door, and next thing I know, somebody comes. It was like somebody who worked there comes out, goes outside, and all you see is the swinging door that leads to the outside from the club, and it's just like, do. People start running outside. I guess they're fighting again in the front. I'm just like, what is happening? Because I guess the guy who we got fighting with actually works there, I guess, and he was just on his day off or something. I don't know what happened. They fight. I'm just like, yo, I need to go back outside so I can escape, because if they come back through the club with anything with that piece, there's only 2 exits. They at the first exit, the back exit. It's a lot of us now in this club. I need to be able to jump the fence like he said. He was just like, I'll help you over. You just jump in my hand. I was like, we were trying to find an escape plan. We was planning an escape while everything was going on. I was just like, yo, y'all are too calm. The people who was still in the club, y'all are too motherfucking calm. Excuse me. I need to make sure I can get out the door. But it might come. Like, I'm literally doing it. And everything like calmed down. I was like, okay. I think I can stay in here. So I'm over here about to kick glass because they still didn't sweep the glass. Everybody clapping about the people. Like, give them a round of applause. People will clean up the floor. They didn't do a good job. Why am I clapping? So I'm about to kick the thing. This other person kissing. I was like, oh yeah, we on the same wavelength. He was like, yeah, because this is some bullshit. This is some bull, because if he was black, it would be different. If he was black, the cops would be here. And I was just like, I was just like, I don't know about that. But then I started thinking, I was just like, dang, maybe I've been in the house too long. I forgot how the world works, girl. I was just like, if the real world out there, I don't think it's like that, but maybe, I don't know. I was just like, I would just leave this alone. So I was just like, ooh, this is the energy I don't want to be around. So I made my way past him, go to the other side of the club where I first came in at over there, and I was just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just stay here and wait for the drag show. And they was just like, well, we're gonna wait a little bit for the drag show. We're just gonna play some music right now that y'all can vibe to and calm down. And I was just like, okay, cool. So I get there, I was like, okay, is this my favorite DJ? No, bitch. He was not playing anything good. He wasn't mixing it like he was supposed to. He was playing some. I was just like, it's 12:30. It's after 12:30. You need to got your together. That practice round, you should have practiced before I got there. Now it's playtime, honey. Play something I can shake my
True, honey, that's the only reason why I came, because I didn't get no drink. I had went to the bar, right, when I first got in. After he said that, okay, we're not doing a drag show, we're gonna dance, I went to the bar to see how much. It was like to scan the QR code. QR code wasn't even there, so I was just over here looking like, okay, where's the drink menu? He was like, oh, we don't do that anymore. And I was just like, okay, so how I know how much it is and what you got? Like, and I didn't know. I haven't been drinking, I haven't been going out, so I can't remember my signature drink. Like, I love a liquid marijuana, but I know they're like $13 for a liquid marijuana. I'm just like, I could have bought me a little cheap bottle for that much. I got a whole bottle here at the house. Like, I was just like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna drink. I'm on one. I'm high, I guess. Like, what?
You just messed up my whole high, bro. I'm over here like, y'all need to call the cops. You can hop the fence 3 or 4 times, bro. Like, just get him out of here, because what are we doing right now? Like, I don't know. I was just like, I'm concerned about my safety. I want to see the drag show, but girl, I don't even know right now. Yeah, might be time to go.
And I was just listening to music. I was like, maybe my high is gone because of all of that foolishness. I done lost my high because of that. And maybe the music is just not sounding good because of that. And I was just like, no, music is music, bro. It's good music sounds good regardless of high or not. So what is we doing right now?
Yo, if you put the percolator on this, if he missed this with the percolator though, that would be so fucking hot, bro.
So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna sit down. And then he started playing some twerk, so I started dancing or whatever. Ooh, my laptop about to die. Okay, anyway, I started dancing and whatever. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just make it do what it do. So I was dancing. I'm gonna just show y'all everything that happened. I was dancing. The white boys there could dance. So the guy who got in the fight, he came out to the dance floor and he was fucking it up, honey. I danced with him. I was like, girl, fucking it up. Throwing it. I was catching that. Girl, what? You better look at my calves. You know I'm a catcher. Squat it down. Drive it low. Girl.
White boys, throwing it up again. White boys, we say it.
And there was this other girl there that was just doing the most. And it was 2 studs there that usually are there when I'm there. And they little bitty things. I think they're my age, but they little bitty things. And they smell like onions. And I just be like, nope. Like, they be dancing around the whole club, but they smell like onions. And like, I would dance with anybody. But when you stink, I can't dance with you. Because what if your stink get on me? Like, the whole night people was like, you smell good. You smell good. My friend, a guy friend I met, he was like, you smell good, girl. Everybody was coming up to me and telling me I smell good.
Girl, I smell like Gain laundry detergent, the powder kind, with some Febreze mixed with a Downy fabric softener sheet with a twang of sandalwood. Like, girl, I smell clean and delicious, honey. Yes, like, put that in a candle and then give me credit for it, because girl, my scent was given clean. Like, I want to snuggle up with the Downy's mascot. Like, that's what we give it. Like, warm sheets and towels out of the dryer, good, honey, with a nice, beautiful candle going.
So what I'm about to be looking like, smelling like onions and good. Like, no. I don't want to be smelling like onion. I don't want to rub off your smell on me. I don't want your smell to rub off on me. Like, I smell good, boo. So yeah, the whole time she was just like, you trying to dance? Like, not saying it, but like, you know, dancing towards me, doing the eyes. Like, and I'm just like, like, no. But I was fucking it up by myself, bro. So I was fucking it up. Then there's a security guard. Like, they had a drag show. And if I had a drag show, I'm gonna put some clips up.
She said that those shoes were meant to be worn on a beautiful woman. So if that's the case, she should have put them back on the rack. And she should never even purchase them because she was unqualified to own those shoes if that's the case. And I think Gemma is just a disgrace. She's a disgrace to humanity, and she's a disgrace to women, and she just doesn't have the vernacular that she thinks she possesses. Somebody lied to her several times and told her that she was fly, hot, and sexy and beautiful, and she's nothing like that. She's nothing of the sort.
And then the security guard is like right beside me the whole time. Cause remember I said I was fucking it up. I was fucking it up by myself. And he was just the whole time he was just standing still, and like I could tell he was looking at me from the side to side, but he couldn't, look because he on the clock. But I'm just like, look, like look at me. I am fucking it up. I'm dancing like I know somebody's looking at me, but I'm not doing the most fuck up. You know what I mean? There was like 20, 25 fuck up, like you fuck it up, and then there's 30 fuck up when you fucking it up. But it's just like, oh, let's get creative with it. Let's put more hips in it. Like we ain't gonna be bouncing too much. We ain't doing the knees anymore because she trying to call me auntie, but I still want to protect my knees. We're gonna do hip. We're gonna do the hips. Let them know we got the hips still. So I'm just hipping it up, fucking it up with my hips, fucking it up with my hips, fucking it up. And it's like, yo, he keep on looking at me, and in my head I'm like, yes, look at me, because yes, I'm amazing myself right now. Like, I forgot the bitch can dance, honey. I'm fucking it up by myself, honey. And I'm talking to everybody. There was a group of girls beside me, because there's always a group of girls beside me. Wherever I decided to stay, I mean, I guess they were like a couple group. Like it was 4 girls, and I think they were coupled off. And they were staying beside me, and they was getting freaky. I was just like, oh, that's why I was dancing with the white boy too. It was like, I'm a freaky girl, you ain't gonna match my freak. And like we was fucking out together. I was just like, you's a freaky boy. So I'm dancing, whatever. And then me and the other girl are talking to me, and the stud the whole time, this white girl comes with booty shorts and start fucking it up. White girl fucking, just dancing with a white boy. She was fucking it up, dropping into the splits, bringing it up. I was just like, my God. So I'm over there, I start recording like, yes, bitch. And then this person comes and just interrupts her solo, which was disappointing to me because she didn't know how to dance with other people, but she knew how to dance by herself. So whoever came and messed it up, and I was just like, okay. When that happened, and me and the old girl was just like, yes, honey. Oh, that's what happened. Some girl fell. Some girl with heels on fell, and it came over and was about to fall out, or like her friends, whatever, got her too drunk. And we was right there, and the security guard was right there, and I was just like, yo, and she was trying to sit down, so I go and grab a chair, and I was just like, yo, do y'all need this chair? She didn't want to sit down. She like, I'm good. Her friends like, she good, and we just literally all of us looking like, no, she's not good. And I'm just like, Mel, can you just sit down for like 1 second for me, boo? Just 1 second. And they was just like, we're gonna take her to the bathroom. I was like, okay, yeah, get her to the bathroom and everything. And then at the end of the tail end of that conversation, me and old girl, the stud, was just like, oh, I was just like, ow, on the floor. White girl started fucking it up. I was just like, ow. And she was like, girl, that's what I was looking. I was like, girl, yes, I got distracted trying to help, but no, girl, fuck it up. So I started recording her or whatever. I was like, yes, I think. So that's what happened. Okay, we're bringing it back. So my friend comes back, the guy friend, he's over there at the bar. I start waving at, we're waving at each other. So he comes to leave, and he's trying to say something to me. He's talking straight to me. And instead of, I don't understand why I did this. Instead of turning my head to, get in my ear, I go right in on him. We're face to face. I feel like maybe he was spitting in my mouth. And he was just like, why is she, like the look on his face, it was just like, he was trying to get on my ear, but I'm over here. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just so high because I was dancing too. So I don't know what I was thinking. He was just like, yeah. I was like, oh, is this your friend? Because he was saying his friend was in the club and he was just outside just vibing. I was like, oh, this your friend? So I hug him and I hugged the new guy, and they would just look at me like, girl, why are you hugging me? I'm just like, girl, I don't know why I can't control my limbs right now. I'm doing these things. I'm touching these people. But it wasn't like, yo, don't touch me. It was more so like, oh, okay, we're that friendly. We're that friendly. Like, I just met you today, and his friend was just like, yo, he was looking like, I don't even know you. Like, that's how it was looking. So I was just like, oh my goodness, whatever. So they leave, and basically they had a drag show. It was great. And then after that, the DJ just couldn't get it together. I was just like, oh, he started playing the dancing song, like the line dancing songs and everything. And I was just like, oh my goodness, he started playing old school, but it wasn't like that good old school. And he was just jumping back and forth from songs to play a little bit of the song, jump to another song, go back to the first original song and play the. It was just too much. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. It's time to go, basically. So yeah, that's what I did. I mean, it was so many beautiful women there, but it was also men there too. So I wasn't sure if it was straight men or gay men, like gay women with their friends or whatever. But yeah, it was a lot of girls. They was looking good, but that wasn't the goal today. It wasn't. But yeah, that was my story time. I went out. Everybody flaked on me, which is okay because it was last minute, especially with my cousin. It was really last minute. I like planning, but I also like to not plan at the same time. It was just like, okay, well, yeah. Let's just do it in the moment, because if I look good and you ask me to go somewhere, I'ma probably go. Even if I don't have my makeup on, I'ma still probably go still. So yeah, if I'm, I ain't got nothing else to do. But yeah, that was my story time. Thank you so much for listening. It's been like a whole hour. I'm about to go to sleep. Okay, yeah. Take a shower, go to sleep.